Hello, good morning. My name is Ivy and welcome to Shibi Travels. I'm here today at the NASA Space Center for a breakfast with an astronaut. So come join me and let's have a breakfast with an astronaut. I am so excited for this event. Never in my wildest dreams as a kid growing up in Cebu City, Philippines, did I imagine I would be up close and personal with an American astronaut. This is truly a once in a lifetime opportunity that I will cherish forever. So let's get our plate and have some breakfast. I'll just have eggs.
Just eggs, no pastry, no fruit?
No.
Hash browns?
Yes. Thank you.
You want a waffle and chicken?
Sure. So let's meet our astronaut. His name is Mr. Richard Hieb, and he's from North Dakota. You'll see one of the staff members introduce him shortly.
Space engineering from the University of Colorado. He served many different positions with NASA, and he worked in the Mission Control Center with the Ascent team on the very first spatial mission. That's STS-1. Rick has also flown on 3 spatial missions. He was a mission specialist on STS-39 and STS-49, and was a payload commander on STS-65. During STS-49, Rick was a part of the only 3-person spacewalk that has ever been conducted. He and 2 other astronauts retrieved a broken satellite, they repaired it, and then released it to its correct orbit. Altogether, he has 17 hours of spacewalk time. But I will let him tell you more about it. So please give a very warm welcome to our astronaut, Richard Hieb.
Let me tell you what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do, and I won't show you the videos, but I will do that later this morning. And what I'll do later this morning over in the, I always forget the name of the auditorium, but you can find it 11:30.
The first question was, which spacecraft was he on and which one did he like most?
What I got, which spacecraft was I on, and what was the second part?
And which spacecraft do you like most?
Oh, which I like most. Okay, got it. So, as it happens, I flew on 3 different vehicles. That's just a coincidence. My first launch was on Discovery, my second launch was on Endeavour, and my last one was on Columbia. Could have flown 3 times with the same one. I got lucky. By the way, there's only one astronaut that flew on all 5 vehicles. Story Musgrave was the only guy that flew on all 5 different vehicles. Again, just coincidence. Which was my favorite? Well, I have sort of a cheating answer to that, which is Discovery was my favorite because it was first. Endeavour was my favorite because we were first. We were the first crew to fly on Endeavour, which, of course, when you think about it, no one has ridden on this spaceship to space before, and it was built by the lowest bidder. That's always a question in your mind when you're flying on a spaceship, especially the first one. Nobody else has checked to see if it all works right in space. So it's a privilege and also a concern to be the first.
One of the kids in the audience asked this question, and this is his truthful and sincere answer.
Well, somebody then counted, and in that poster, there are actually about 10,000 things. And of those 10,000 things, as far as I can tell, there are only 3 things that are individual stars. The other 9,997 are galaxies. 9,000, so call it 10,000 galaxies in that picture. How many stars in a galaxy? Well, the Milky Way is somewhere between 100 billion and 200 billion stars. So now you got 10,000 galaxies. Let's say an average of 150 billion stars. You can do the math. That's a really big number. Lots of zeros. But then you say, well, wait a minute. Okay, in that picture, is that like a whole bunch of the sky, or what is it? Well, the answer is, you go to McDonald's and you get a straw, and you take the straw and you hold it at the end of your arm, and look through it at that little hole that's about the size of a pea, that's how much of the sky is in that picture that has 10,000 galaxies. And it doesn't matter which way you look. Everywhere you point your straw, 10,000 galaxies, 150 billion stars each. So what we now know is there are more stars than there are grains of sand on the planet Earth. We also now know that most of the stars that we look at, we've been able to detect planets going around them. We don't actually see the planet, we see the reduction in the light coming from the star as a planet passes in front of it. Which, by the way, to talk about how amazing the instruments are, that's
Thank you for watching, and please remember to press the like and subscribe button.